Hello and welcome. I'm Betty the Storyteller. Today I want to discuss anger. I lived my youth in a household filled with anger. So I put walls up and closed up my heart and became a really angry person. And that anger catapulted me into directions in which I wanted to go. Not because I wanted it, but to prove the other person wrong. I was told I would amount to nothing, that I would be nothing, and on and on and on. So I did prove myself. But the problem was, within that anger that I was living in, I wasn't enjoying what I had created. It's like walking down a road, a path, where cars go down, a dirt road, and people walk down and bicycles go down, and that dirt road is compacted so hard, like my heart was. But beyond that dirt road, that anger, is this garden, where when you realize that when you plant seeds with love and compassion and respect for oneself and for others, the roots take deep within the ground. The soil is moist and sweet and filled with air. And the plants grow beautifully and green and produce the flowers and the fruit needed. And that's what I needed for my heart. I needed to learn to respect myself because others were not. I needed to learn to love myself because my core family had not. And when I learned that pounding my feet on the ground and not allowing the air to get into that ground, to my heart, I had to change. And when I started to respect myself and to love myself and to honor my needs, I figured that that's what I could give to others, and they might give it back to me. Sometimes they didn't. But when you resonate with love and compassion, and your heart is not hard and protected, you get love and respect from the most wonderful of places that you least expect. So it's not always a give and take at that moment. It is a give, and then you receive, not take, but you receive from amazing places. And that's what my garden taught me. Then you start to smell the flowers, and you start to taste the fruit, and you start to enjoy your life, not in anger, but in love. Anger is a place that you think you have to be right. It has to be your way, which is what was done to me. And I don't want it my way, and it doesn't have to be my way. I've learned to stay silent in many places where normally I would have growled and screamed and proved my point and made everybody around me upset. But I was right. Instead, I listen. And when I know that it's not a place I want to be, I respectfully acknowledge what they've said. I've respectfully acknowledged that that is what they believe, and I don't argue. Because one thing I've learned in my anger is no one wants to hear you when they're not ready. When I wasn't ready, I didn't listen. So when the other person is in anger and yelling and screaming and wants to make their point, I do not join them. I listen with respect. I give them a hug, and I walk away. I don't want to live my life proving something that doesn't need to be proven. If someone wants to hear me, they will ask because they feel my love, my compassion, my respect. And then they feel safe enough to ask. Now, with that said, if someone passes a boundary that I have placed very clearly, and they keep passing past the boundary, they will hear me, not in anger, but with complete knowledge of who I am and what my needs are and where my boundaries are. And that is what anger doesn't have: respect. I hope you enjoyed my story. And if you did, please press that like button. And if you can press that subscribe button. And if you could share with your friends, I would say thank you. Till the next time, I'm Betty the Storyteller. Bye-bye.